Hey guys, welcome back to the Rough Cuts Garage. Today we're going to be replacing the vacuum lines on this 2010 Honda XL700V Transalp. Okay, so the parts and tools that we're going to be using today is this is the replacement vacuum hose. It's a 3mm inside diameter 1/8 inch vacuum hose with high temperature silicone. I purchased this off of Amazon and the link will be in the description below. So in order to access the vacuum lines, we're going to have to take the side cowls off, remove the seat, and lift the tank. So in order to lift the tank, as mentioned, remove the side cowls. We're going to have to remove the seat. So that's just your bike key in the side, pop up. So that unlocks it, and then you just slide back, it comes off. Next, there's a 12mm bolt right here that you need to remove in order to lift the tank up. So the process, as recommended in the factory service manual, is grab a cloth, throw it on your left handlebar, and then you want to slide your tank back, and then you can tip it up. And then you want to take your handlebar, rotate it to support the tank here, and then you want to throw your steering lock on, that way your handlebar can't jump out of the way on you. So the next step to access underneath the airbox is there's a 10mm nut right here. We'll just loosen that off. Alright, so next will be to remove this wiring harness cover here. Notice the previous owner has zip tied it, so we'll just cut that off. The next step is we're gonna have to come up here. So this here, where you see those cables, that's the throttle body. And right there, you see that Phillips head screw. We're gonna have to loosen that off. That's the clamp that holds one of the intake tubes on. That's on the left-hand side of the bike. And then over here, where is it? You can see right there, that Phillips head. You're gonna have to loosen off that clamp as well for the other side. All right, so back down here, there's a crankcase breather hose. I believe it's that one. I believe this hose, this wiring harness, all need to be disconnected from the air box. And then I managed to just lift it up slightly and it popped off the throttle body there. Right there you can see our Phillips head screw, and it just popped off the throttle body there from the two intake hoses that drop down from underneath this. So we're gonna have to remove the connections back here, and then we should be able to lift this off. Just be very cautious and careful when lifting it off to make sure that there's nothing else connected. We got another wiring harness up front here. Another thing to note when popping this off, you've got that hose right there that has come off of there. I have not seen a hose clamp around it, so I think it's designed to just pop off and then press back on. So to hold up the air box, up in that configuration there, you can see our vacuum lines that we're wanting to replace down here. I just used a piece of wire and I connected it on these little protrusions here, and then just ran it underneath the tank like that. So these three lines here are the ones that I want to replace. What the previous owner had was a chain lubrication system that ran off a vacuum, I suspect, and he had teed in off of this one here. The problem was it's now been stretched to the point where it won't fit back onto the fitting, along with all of these hoses kind of being brittle to the point where they might crack and create a leak. Now, I have tried starting the bike with this off, and the bike will not idle, it'll not run, so this is why I'm doing this job. I'm going to remove them one at a time cut my vacuum line, replace it, and then just go step by step. Not sure if you can see down here. So this is a pretty hard line here, and you can see all the cracks forming around the ends of it. So it's time to be replaced. There. And it's going to come down around here and then hook up, I believe this is the MAF sensor. So down here, I would take each section of old hose, stretch it out, and then add about 1/2 inch to 1 inch extra, given the fact that this hose is significantly thicker outside diameter than this one. And then on the inside here, we've got our 3 hoses. So this one here, and this one here. This is the T-fitting here. So it's gonna, the first hose I replaced goes down here on top of the throttle body. The second one I replaced runs down here and then up to meet here. And then the third hose runs to the other side over here, which you can just make out right. It's right back there. So now that we've replaced those hoses, now's the time to put the bike back together. Things to note: take your time lowering down the air box. There's a lot of connections down here that are just press fit on. Make sure they're all down first before cinching up any other loose lines. So regarding that extra hose right there, you got your fuel line here, and the thing that it goes on is right there. So you got to rotate this out of the way slightly, make sure this hose is clear, and you can drop it down onto that port. Under here, you got to make sure that this boot seats on top of the throttle body, that these little drains here clear on the way down. Then on the right hand side of the bike, you have the other boot right there that seats on top of the throttle body. And then right back here, right there, you have that other hose that just press fits onto the port on top of the cylinder there, or on top of the head there. And then this is the hose that I pointed out earlier that was also connected to this. It's not a valve, but it's like a multi-connection section there. And that's underneath here. That's this hose. Make sure that didn't pop off and make sure that that's still connected. right, so the bike runs. Now we can put the seat back on. So to put the seat back on, we've got these two inserts here. They correspond with these tabs on the tank. You need to keep the seat relatively flat and make sure that those seat onto the tank properly. Slide the seat forward. And there's two hooks on this section here. So you kind of push down and forward, and then you can click it in the back, lift up there. That's on, the tabs are on, and the back's locked in. Okay, so now that we have the side panels back on and the bike's all back together, that sums up the job on replacing the vacuum lines on the throttle body of a 2010 Honda XL700V Transalp. Not only does this video hopefully help you in the event that you run into vacuum leaks in that system, but it also will provide information on how to access the top of the engine underneath the tank and underneath the airbox. So again, I hope this video helps, and we hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.